Hi, everybody. If you don't already know me, I am Amy, and I will be your host for this coming week's 5-day gut health challenge. And first, I want to thank you all for taking the time to sign up for this course. I truly believe it's one of the best steps you could have just taken because you are going to learn certain tools that are going to empower you to take your health back into your own hands by doing what's probably one of the most important things you can do: rebuild and repair your gut. So many people are walking around with a little bit or a lot of leaky gut. And what I'm going to be giving you over the course of the next 5 days, it's not necessarily this healing protocol as much as it is things that you can do right away that are going to start maximizing your gut health. And when you maximize your gut health, you're maximizing your health overall. I've said this numerous times. The gut is the gateway to health. When you take care of your gut and you address any underlying gut issue, you are going to start to have a ripple effect throughout the entire body. So I congratulate you guys in signing up and committing to these next 5 days, because I think even without a major protocol, you're going to start to feel better. Uh, and you're going to start to realize, like, one, how important the gut is in terms of our mood, our energy, and our focus. And two, I just think it's going to motivate you. So, yeah, welcome. I'm really, really excited to serve as your host. I'm very passionate about this topic. The big reason is because it changed my life. When I decided to finally give 100% to addressing my gut, um, it still amazes me to this day, but I'm a much calmer, much more centered, and much more focused Amy than the type A worry wart, um, who just, I didn't deal with stress well. And so there is truth to that gut brain connection. When I finally addressed my gut, I finally started getting the nutrients of the food that I was eating. I was eating really healthy food, but I wasn't absorbing it. And when I finally started absorbing the nutrients from the healthy food, um, again, like I said, just my nervous system, my immune system, and my digestive system all benefited. So get ready. I'm going to teach you some tools to strengthen, and to build and to just evolve your health. So there are going to be a few things that I do ask of all of you, because you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. So a program will work if you work the program. There are 5 things that I'm really wanting you to give your all, right? Number one, I want you to keep an open mind. Sometimes a healing journey, sometimes a suggestion or a tip isn't going to work right away. And that's hard to get across to people in our instant gratification day and age. So definitely keep an open mind to the process and trust the process, trust the information. Number two, take time each day to do and give to the little exercises that I'm providing for you. Um, Again, when you address the gut, we have to also address our nervous system, our mindset. Mindset is so important in terms of healing the body, because the body will never heal if we're in a state of stress. So we really have to address our mindset. And I've provided reflections and exercises throughout this program, throughout the challenge, I guess you could say, that are going to help you settle down and focus on those things, because I'm going to repeat this. Your digestion or your body as a whole will not heal in a if it's surviving in the sympathetic nervous system, which is your stress nervous system. We want to shift you over into the parasympathetic nervous system. So take time each day and truly just read for that day. So each day we just have one thing and read for that day and go over and think about the reflection and the exercise. I need my little notes for a moment. Um, Follow through with each day, the challenge, pretty much what I just said. Keep yourself on track by keeping the daily journal. So that daily journal can really help you. So after you eat, what was your mood? What was your energy level? What was your ability? Did you have mental clarity? Did you feel tired, exhausted, wanted to sleep, or did you feel energized, ready to go? Pay attention to those things because, again, food is medicine for our body, mind, and soul. It's either going to be your best friend or it can also be like your poison. And so, what works for me may not work for you. So, pay very close attention. And how does your body respond to the food, both physically, mentally, and emotionally? That is why I provided you with that journal. And then, lastly, this could be the hardest part of the challenge, is to refrain to the best of your ability from packaged and processed foods and to try to go for 5 days. I believe you can do it. I was there one time where I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? I love my bars too much, but you can do it. Honestly, you can do it. And then I want you to see how your body feels when it gets real whole food that is full of nutrients and is nourishing. So, real quick, before I head off and I let you be, I gotta find all of this. No. I want to find the journal, but for whatever reason, it went to, oh well. I was going to screen share, but it switched the screens. Yeah, I can't get over into my Google Drive. Let me see if I do all this. Here we go. Take time to go through this challenge guide. It's full of really, really good information, some background. So before we start, I encourage you to try to read the 411 on gut health. In this 5-day challenge, we are going to explore 5 things that impact the gut, 5 ways to improve the gut flora, and 5 techniques to support the gut. So 5 things that impact the gut, 5 ways to improve gut flora, and 5 techniques to support gut health. And that's where, like I'm saying, when you get down here, so you'll see like day 1, right? We talk about gluten, but day 1 gut check. You know, these are action steps that you're going to incorporate into your day as a way of learning, right? Look at packaged products in your kitchen cabinets, pantry, and fridge. If they contain gluten, consider setting them aside for the next 5 days. That's an example. And so you'll get some information. That's your action step for that day. Then you're going to have a reflection. So, for instance, the gut is the seat of the sacral chakra. And you're going to kind of reflect on what am I able to express emotions? Do I often get weighed down by how I feel or by others? That's your reflection time, the mindset, right? Awareness. Then you're going to go into an exercise. Think about a time when you had a gut feeling. It could be a memory of being drawn to a person or being pushed to avoid a situation. So you see here, I'm going to get you to think about things beyond just eat this and avoid that, because there's so much more that's about the nervous system. So make sure you definitely have that on hand. And then I would encourage you, I left this in edible form. I like to print things out and to actually write, or honestly, you can use your own journal. You don't have to use this, but I wanted to provide you with one because I think writing down brings more awareness. And this is the journal, but it's not showing up. So just make sure you keep these 2 things on hand throughout the week. And lastly, it's not. I wanted to make sure that you guys request to join the closed thing. It does this all the time. Request to join the closed Facebook group. So make sure you check that email that I had sent out. You probably got it a day after the very first email. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Just make sure that this is the group that you're asking to follow. I sent you the link a couple times, and this is going to be where I put most of the information throughout the challenge on a daily basis. So, and at the end of the 5 days, guys, at the end of the 5 days, I am picking one person to go through my initial consultation. And so you'd receive 2 sessions for free. But it's going to be based on participation throughout the 5 days. How much do you comment? How much do you share, feedback, all those kind of things. So keep that in mind. But anyway, I'm going to end this and not take up any more of your time. But if you have any questions, get prepared, get psyched. It's going to be 5 days of really good information that you can just start using right away. It's not anything extensive and difficult, but it's going to have a tremendous impact on your well-being. All right, guys, any questions, reach out to me. I am always here, but I look forward to it. All right, have a good day, guys. Good evening, day, whatever time it is that you watch this. All right.